Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of 2024. It's a big one. Welcome to the new year. I'm Dan, aka Dan Tendo, aka Danny Crockett.
Ooh, I'm Nick Tendo, aka Nick Cocaine.
Nico Kane.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
like,
Nick, like cocaine.
oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense because we're going to be
Yeah.
talking about 80s inspired video games today.
Whoa, that's
You know how
crazy.
I like to say New Year, New Wave.
Yeah, I
You know,
know you always say that.
I
That's the thing
literally
you're
say it all the
always
time.
saying.
If you're new to the podcast, we literally every episode we just take a theme. Sometimes it's not even the theme we talk about. We say we're going to make it about a theme, and we barely talk about that. But this is 80s inspired, so we're going to talk about new wave, synthwave, retro wave inspired video games. I got a blazer on. I got a pink shirt. I got my rolled up sleeves, slick back hair. I
Oh,
got
you did roll up your sleeves. I
I
couldn't see that
did.
earlier. I
I
was
got a
waiting to
martini glass
see.
full of coffee,
Wow, I don't know what
and
that means. Is that
I
the
got
80s?
sunglasses. I don't know if they drink coffee in the 80s,
Okay, they might have. Who knows? Well,
but
no one will even know. That's so far back in time.
yeah. So we're gonna get right into it, right into the song. So stick around and we'll be right back. Hey, see you in the 80s. So I'm gonna do a test to see if you're racist.
I got a kid. I got a dog. We don't have any of those things.
Someone dies because of something, that means they're allergic.
Why? Once an episode about me.
When people are having sex, I don't have sex. I'm like, I don't do what people are doing.
This is
Oh my God.
the second thing I own that's bit by a dog.
It's disgusting. Maybe you're into dogs. I don't know.
I think you're using the term wrong, and you never said allergic. So
He always gets nervous when he's on camera.
yeah, and sometimes I'm on camera with your mom.
I want people to know that if I didn't edit this podcast, you would probably be in jail
Why would I be in jail?
for the shit that I've had to edit out. I've had numerous people tell me
What?
that I'm the one that toes the line of being offensive.
Yeah. Yep,
I've
there
had
you
numerous,
go.
just to let everyone know, like
Uh,
people in person have told me you really toe the line of being offensive.
yeah,
Nick has to reel you in.
I do.
People
That's
people
my
have told
job.
me that.
Mhm.
And I just want to shake them and be like, if you knew what I had to edit out of this show,
This is not. You've edited out 2 jokes.
I've edited out 3 or 4 things since we started this podcast, and they've all been jokes that I'm just like, hey man, I can't keep that in.
Over the course of years.
Like who know?
No.
Like honestly, were they
Go
about
ahead.
race? Were they about kids?
No,
Who knows?
I can tell them. I'll tell everyone right
Who
now,
can-
and then you would be like, "Well,
No, who like I'll nobody will ever know because they're lost in the ether. You don't remember the
you're an
jokes.
ether." I remember part of the joke.
But do you remember the joke from like, okay, I remember you made a
The
joke from
one before.
you made a
You're
joke
talking
in a
about.
Pokemon episode
Oh, I don't recall
that we
that
made
one.
like 3 years ago. And I remember I was like, I gotta cut this out.
No, I don't remember this joke. What
Yeah,
was it?
saying no one will ever know. And everyone tells me that I'm like,
Yep.
oh, I'm the crazy one. I'm like the super offensive one. And I'm like, you
So,
guys have no fucking clue.
so just to verify here,
Uh-huh.
I'm the bad guy, right?
Yeah, of
You're
course.
the good guy, of course. Hold on.
Yeah.
And the evidence for this, right? The evidence that you have
Yeah.
disappeared somewhere.
I made sure it disappeared.
Uh-huh.
Like if Hitler tried, okay, if Hitler
Okay.
tried to move on from like just to live
The
his life.
Holocaust. He's just okay. He escaped to a new life somewhere, and his friend is with him doing a podcast.
Yeah.
You're that friend, and
Do you think
delete
people
his
want to
history?
remind Hitler of the things he did in the Holocaust if he's just trying to live his life?
Are you trying to delete history here?
In this, you're Hitler.
Okay, but in this, you're deleting his history.
So
that
am I
it
just
doesn't
as bad
exist?
as like people burning books or getting rid of books and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. You're worse.
Wow. I am the enemy. Oh wow.
Wow. Good thing we got. Good thing.
Anyway, like I said, you folks have no clue what he says.
One day we're gonna hand over our text file. It's
Oh
just
my
back
God,
and
God
forth.
forbid. If anything, I'll be destroyed.
If see, look
Yeah.
now. Who do you think the FBI person is that's working on our case?
You've said this numerous times that
It's got to be one person, right?
they've got to be like, God damn it, they mentioned 9/11 again in their text.
Oh, we got to go through all their texts again. He's like, they're so stupid. They just make jokes about court. They talk about podcasts. If you're the FBI guy, do you even check out the podcast? I mean,
Hey,
we're
FBI
promoting it
guy.
in our text.
Leave us a 5-star rating. I mean,
5-star. Listen all the way through. You have to wait till
like,
it ends.
I don't see why you're not.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
speaking of the way people feel about us as podcasters, I
Uh-huh.
ran into a friend's sister recently,
Okay.
and she follows us on social media. And I was with my girlfriend, and she asked my girlfriend if she listens to the podcast, and the friend's sister said, "Oh yeah, I love it. I love their fake gay humor."
Wow. Okay.
And I told you this. I'm like, she said she
Mhm.
really loves our fake gay shtick. And if we were gay, obviously it's not a big deal.
No,
But
I don't care.
I don't know what fake gay humor is.
I think
But then it was really funny
okay.
because I'm like, what do you mean fake gay humor? She's like, well, you guys are always doing episodes with your shirt off. And I'm like, well, you're not
Yeah,
wrong.
that's correct.
I
That's
was like,
correct.
I'm not sure if that's gay or fake gay. I think it's just it's a secure guy with his shirt off.
Well, do we love to play dress up?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're
100%.
clearly dressed up right now.
We're dressed up right now. We wear colors that not notoriously known to be masculine.
Yeah, yeah.
Like right now. Okay, perfect.
We're both actually wearing pink. I think you're wearing like a pink-esque shirt.
Could you say we talk about wieners more than boobs?
We talk about lemon party a lot more than usual.
More than
Boobs. Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
talk about lemon
correct.
party, which is
Okay.
old guys sucking each other off on 9/11,
Okay.
more than like females. So I
Okay,
guess
that's fair. I mean, we have girlfriends that no one's seen.
Mhm.
I haven't seen your girlfriend.
Yeah, I haven't seen yours literally ever.
Literally, yeah, correct. So
Okay. So I
we're
guess
straight.
she's not wrong.
No, we're straight.
But the fake gay humor, is that a thing?
I don't know. Is it a thing?
I don't know. But hey, if that's going to sell us more tickets.
Yep, more tickets. That's well, do you want to tell everyone your favorite compliments you used to get when you would walk home? Yep.
What were my favorite compliments I used to get?
From some gay gentlemen that would holler at you, maybe, or hoot and holler.
Is this true? I don't remember telling you this.
I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Okay. Go on. This is your
by
story.
the way, no, this is not my story. You were walking home and you would pass a gay guy who worked at something, and he would kind of give you a hoot or a holler or something, and you really liked it. And he was like, looking good today or something.
Oh, now I remember, because
And it was like your favorite compliment.
You said, I remember telling you this because then you said his name is Dean. Or it's something, you said his name is probably something that rhymed with my name. And I was so confused because I was like, why would this guy?
And
so
Dean,
automatically,
you guys were
this guy
confusing each other.
this guy that's flirting with me, his name automatically has to rhyme with mine.
Yeah, they have to. Oh, Dan and Stan. It must have been Stan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are a couple amigos.
I do remember that now. I think I actually
See?
still I passed that lunch place every single day on my way home from
Did
work.
he still hoot and holler at you?
I think he got fired.
Or do you think you got less good looking?
Sorry, I'm dying here. Somebody got me sick during Christmas.
I would not. Oh, geez. Are you going to name drop? Go ahead.
I wish I could. It was a family member.
So this podcast isn't about back and forth fake gay humor. This podcast isn't even about video games. This podcast is strictly about Dan doxing and just saying whatever he wants about someone in his real life.
Yeah, I mean, I literally wish I knew who it was because I went to a Christmas Eve party. The next week, I got sick as a dog.
Was anyone at the Christmas Eve party sick?
No.
Are you sure?
Maybe it was my brother because he might have been patient zero.
There you go. Your brother.
I'll say his name.
Which one?
Begins with a C.
Okay. Depending on
yeah.
He's an artist.
Listen, if this guy wants to keep flirting with me, I'm not going to stop him, but he might have gotten fired for doing it too hardcore.
Or he stopped flirting with you because you aren't as good looking now. Have you stopped? Do you still work out the same?
I do work out the same. If anything, I'm bigger.
Are you?
I mean, I'll walk home with my shirt off. Like, I'll do it for him. I'll do it for you, Stan.
Shut up. Do it. Stan.
Yeah.
I hope he's listening. Does he listen?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
You know what I was just watching the other day? I don't know why I decided to turn it on. You ever see Ernest Goes to Africa?
No. Is that a real one?
You've never? Oh my God, dude. Yeah, Ernest went to Africa. And like
I got Ernest Goes to Jail or Scared Straight, whichever one that is.
Yeah.
And then there's another Ernest I've seen, but never, I didn't even know there's one where he goes
So Ernest Saved Christmas. He went to jail. You get scared stupid.
Yep.
And then
Scared Stupid, thank you.
In the mid 90s, he made a bunch of direct to VHS movies. And it was Ernest Slams Dunk or Slam Dunk. He played basketball. Ernest in the Army.
Vern, R.I.P., right?
Ernest, R.I.P. I don't know if Vern's dead.
Vern
is his name. Vern's the person he talks to on the camera.
No, I thought that was his real name. What's Ernest's real name?
Oh, Jim Varney.
Varney. That's what it is.
But in Ernest Goes to Africa, man, there's a blackface moment in that. Holy
really? Moly. Oh, I believe it. That's
and he goes, if anything, he deserves an Oscar for being committed.
Okay.
Because
I don't think that's called.
Is there a category in the Oscars for at least commitment?
No, I don't think there is.
Well, he pretends to be like a butler in an African like fancy mansion, and somebody sees him and he's just covered. So he puts on a voice.
Okay.
And a performance that what I would say is daring, is very risky. And sometimes that's what Hollywood needs.
Are you trying to cancel Ernest? You're gonna
No,
get
but the best part is when I watched it,
yeah.
everyone I was watching on YouTube, and
Yeah.
everyone in the comments was like, "I wish they still made movies like this."
No,
And I was like, "No, you don't."
you don't.
Like, and
Everyone.
he was staring at the camera when he was doing these voices,
Of
and he
course.
was like going so over the top.
Of
Oh
course,
my
dude.
God. And it might have been the last Ernest movie. This might have been the thing that killed him.
It might have been the thing that killed him.
But Ernest Goes to Africa. If you can look for it, you can look for it on YouTube.
I'm not gonna look for it.
Honestly, there's
I
really
believe you
just a
though.
5-minute clip that you need to watch.
So it's quite okay. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe hard. And I'm gonna
Actually,
look for that Oscar.
yeah. I
Mm.
mean, post hominis, is that what they say?
Humus.
Human
Posthumous.
Posthumous.
Yeah.
Actually looping back around. I know people
Okay.
are like, why aren't you guys talking about like 80s stuff?
I know the 80s video games. That's what we're getting to
We're
right
gonna
now.
get
But go
there.
ahead.
So
Go ahead.
STFU. Looping back around to like the fake gay humor.
Yeah.
Nick, I feel like Nick almost accidentally sent me a nude if I continued to talk to him recently,
Oh, okay.
because
That
he
is.
sent me a
Yep.
barrage of texts
I
thinking
was
I was his
texting.
girlfriend.
I
Go,
recently. Go ahead. Well, I didn't know you could pin a text conversation.
who fucking does that?
So I pinned my girlfriend's conversation. Now it's at the top.
Yeah.
But I'm not used to that. Usually the top is just the last person you talk to. So I think it was you at the time.
Yeah.
So I went down because then I texted Jen. Oh, doxed her name.
What are
Great.
you doing, dude?
I don't know. We don't. Well, we should. I didn't say how many N's were in that name.
Could be a Z.
Could be a Z.
Okay.
Anyway, I was
Zed.
thought I was texting Zed. We'll say.
Isn't
Professor.
Zed? Isn't that the Power Rangers like dad?
I thought it was the bad guy from Toy Story 2.
Okay, let's just say it's Toy Story 2 /
Buzz
the
Lightyear fights him.
Power Rangers.
Could be the same guy. We
yeah,
don't know.
same guy.
Anyway, I thought I was texting her, and it turns out I was texting you, which wouldn't have been a big deal the other way, maybe,
Mhm.
but it was very embarrassing because I said like, "Hey, babe, I walked the skunks.
This is
Everything
true.
looks pretty good." And then I was like, "Feeling fine, having a great day. Hope your day is going wonderful. See you later for din din or something."
And then you ended it like "See you beautiful" or something like that.
Oh, I
but it
did
was like
say that, I
5
think.
texts in a row.
I know because I was
Which
just sending them rapid fire, and
you
then
are a fucking sicko.
I was gonna send her a gym selfie, like me at the gym doing the muscles and like one of these.
Imagine if I pretended I'm like, oh, I know this is him to his girlfriend. I'm gonna pretend I'm his girlfriend.
No, what if you pretended you just thought it was me to you?
And I'm like, oh, you're admitting you love me.
So that's what Zed, who I date, said. How funny would it be if he just went with it and then like didn't think it was a text for your girlfriend? And I was like, I guess he thought I would just be an extra sherry that day.
Yeah,
it was just sharing.
And he called me gorgeous, and sometimes I need that.
We just mentioned earlier in the podcast how you like being called gorgeous. It doesn't matter who it's from.
Yeah. People didn't call me gorgeous for the first 35, 36 years of my life. So people calling me gorgeous now, I don't care what gender you are.
That's a good point. I don't care either. I think
you could be a man, woman, trans, bi.
It doesn't matter how you identify.
Queer.
It doesn't matter who
you could be a clicker from The
as.
Last of Us.
You could be a clicker from The Last of Us.
That's a gender. And they can come up to me and be like, click, click, click. And I'll be like, thank you.
Thank you. So, really? I just had it done.
Yeah. So anyway, hashtag Nick Nudes. If anyone wants to participate, we're going to start this hashtag where if you just want to text from Nick to pretend you're his significant other, he'll send you like real cutesy messages. And if
I can send cutesy messages. You have to send something back really nice though.
Yeah. So if you want to participate, hashtag Nick Nudes and then send it to our tag us.
And
I'll send it to Nick. Yeah.
Like nowadays, there's so many platforms, and like back in the day, you say I'll meet you on the internet, and then it became passe because it's like in email. You want to do it on Twitter.
Whoever said I'll meet you on the internet?
Oh, back in the 1980s, which we might discuss. I think that's where you would meet people.
Did the internet exist in the 80s? I know computers existed.
Yeah, the internet existed. Was everyone on it? No. More people got on it by the 90s.
Probably people on the Epstein Island. Was Epstein Island around in the 80s?
We're not a topical podcast.
Okay, we're not. But I tested out an Epstein a tweet I made. I tested it out in real life to my coworkers to see if they found it funny, but I pretended I didn't say it just to see if they would laugh.
The Pokemon ball one?
It was a Pokemon one. So my coworkers were talking about Epstein Island, and I said, a friend told me it would be funny if the Epstein Island list was like a Pokedex and you saw their weaknesses, their evolutions, and their type. And the coworkers laughed, and I'm like, I'm glad to know that joke worked in real life. You ever get the feeling that you ever get that feeling where like internet humor can't cross over?
Yeah. Oh, there's definitely a thing where certain people are definitely funny online. Like that's a skill that people have. I think I'm funny in real life. I'm not that funny online. I don't know. Maybe it's a commitment to a bit. Maybe I'm not like Ernest. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Maybe
here's the thing: you could be funny in real life. Oh no, you don't think you're funny online. If you put on blackface in on the internet, like Ernest, you got to be committed.
yeah, I
I'm not
understand.
telling people like before everyone like goes in her upper. I'm not telling Nick to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm saying like if he wants to be funnier, he has to do blackface.
Yeah, I'm not going to be much funnier. I'm going to say that. I think if anyone got canceled, it would be you.
Are you right
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
for this podcast?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yes.
condoning anything that I
I
say to
understand. Yep.
do.
Correct.
I mean, I just got told our podcast was garbage by a random guy.
Who told you that? That's very
So
funny.
on YouTube, I guess sometimes I don't see the comments on
Oh,
YouTube videos, and
trolling.
I don't
Okay,
know if
read
it
his
was a
name.
troll. I'm gonna because I even wrote it down in my notes. It's at old Rick 1038. On our last video, I think it was our last video. He wrote, "Holy fuck."
What's the number? What's the number? Hold on, give me a number.
Old Rick 1038.
1038. What a stupid number.
He wrote, "Holy fuck," but FK
Huh.
exclamation point exclamation point. All the videos you post are pure garbage. Congratulations, kid.
Kid?
You called me a kid.
How old is old Rick? And
I
wait,
mean, it's in
don't
his
we have
name, so I
younger
can't
people to
really.
pick on?
I
We're
actually
like
can't really
almost
get mad at him because he's calling me kid and he's old
we're
Rick.
we're almost 40. Docs,
Yeah.
docs, docs. You can't call us kid.
You know how old, like we're almost 40. You know what also is 40?
No,
Miami Vice turns 40 this year.
no, it doesn't.
It's the 40th anniversary of Miami Vice. Why do you think I'm doing this fucking episode?
I thought because you ran out of ideas.
I mean,
Honestly.
that is also actually
Okay.
that's 90% of the idea.
Okay. Well, we can run with it. It's fine.
So anyway, old Rick says everything I post is garbage. He's not wrong, but I just hate that when people call me out on it.
Old Rick, your old balls are
Yeah.
thumbs down. I don't like them. You could compliment me. I wouldn't even like it.
Uh, but usually Nick would.
Usually.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of there was a big anniversary just passed for me and my mom. Do you remember the manhunt story? Okay.
Mm,
I told this story ages ago, probably like 2 or 3 years ago.
go ahead.
When I was 18 years old. So it was 2003. In 2003, Manhunt. If anyone
Okay.
remembers, Manhunt was the game that came
Mhm.
after Grand Theft Auto. You play a guy that kills people in alleyways.
Trash bag, plastic
Trash
bag,
bag, yeah.
baseball
Lead
bat.
pipes.
Yep.
And I asked my mom, I was 18 years old. My mom said, "What do you want for Christmas?" And she's bought me like Mortal Kombat. She's bought me violent video
Bad
games my
games.
entire life.
Grand Theft Autos.
She said, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I said, "Manhunt." And she looked it up. A day later, she said, "I looked up that game. You're not getting that for Christmas.
So
it's
awesome.
too violent."
That's so awesome.
And
I'm
I
so
remember
glad
it
she
was
said
when
that.
this game came out, and it was that Christmas I asked. So fast forward like 10 years later, like maybe like over 10 years later, they re-released it on PS4.
Okay.
And I remember texting my mom because she tried to like play me or joke with me. And I said, like, "Hey, remember that time you didn't let me buy Manhunt?
I'm
I
buying
bought
it.
it. I bought it.
Haha,
You
you.
told me,
Yeah,
yeah, it was basically like, haha, take
haha,
that. I'm an
gotcha.
adult
It's,
now.
by the way, I would never text my mom, haha, you didn't let me watch this movie or buy this game.
Oh no, I hold grudges for life.
Apparently.
And
Okay.
all she did was respond with like a smiley face, and I got really upset because she just took it as a
She
joke.
has no
When really I've
idea.
been thinking about it for like 15 years.
Yeah, your revenge falls short.
Yeah.
It's just like, I got you now. And she's like,
So
smile face.
this Christmas was the anniversary of my mom telling me no. I mean, she's a big liar. She lies
Okay,
about going
I
to
know,
like
warm daddies. No,
Jamaican.
please, warm daddies. We're not doing that. I'm not doing
What
warm daddies in this episode.
what episode do you want to do in it?
We do it every 9 episodes.
I wish we did. No, we talk about Bruce Willis every other episode.
Okay, we just did.
And
Does that count?
I mean, I'm about to talk about him again because as I'm binge watching Miami Vice, he
Okay.
showed up in an episode.
Did he actually?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was before he was famous.
Well, probably. Well, maybe actually. I believe it. Well, that's interesting. Why do you have a martini glass of coffee and a cup of?
Well, the martini
water?
glass with coffee is just for show, obviously.
What's in it?
There's coffee in it.
That is not for show.
No. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. If it was empty, it'd be for show. But the other
Yeah.
one's for water because I'm dying because, like I said, a family member got me sick.
Did you say
Me and
water? That's so weird.
What did I say? Water?
Yeah, you said water.
Oh,
like with
fuck.
it.
I'm losing my accent.
I know you are. Yo, you've been traveling to the suburbs. This guy, I'm more Philly than him too. Let
He
the
lives in the
record
suburb.
show.
He lives in Bumblefuck.
It doesn't. You're not allowed to dox where I live.
I don't remember. Whenever anyone asks,
I know, you
I'm
say
like, I
the
know it
wrong
begins with
one.
an L. Yeah.
Yep, sounds just like the other one, and you just always pick the wrong one.
Did you play any? Have you played any games during the holiday just to let people in on like what we do in real life, like
Yeah, the
besides like getting
finals.
complimented by
Yep,
guys?
Nope, the finals. Here you go. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
No. This is all
No,
you.
please go into the finals. No, you want to talk about the finals so bad. You want to listen. I don't play a ton of video games. I don't play a ton of new ones. You know
Yeah,
this
yeah.
podcast. Everyone listen. You know us. You know us. I'm playing the finals. I'm having fun. I play it with my
If
friend.
anyone doesn't know what the finals is, it's a new. You describe it because I really didn't know what it
It's like
was.
a first person shooter. It's like kind of a cross between like a Call of Duty and like a Fortnite because it's a little goofy, but it's first person shooter. You
Keep
run
going.
around and it's a game show. There's 3 or 4 teams and you all try and
How
collect money and
unique.
work together. Whoa. Where'd that come from? Like, did you see what he just did there? It's very passive aggressive. He doesn't like this game for some reason, to the point where I'm playing a game. He mentions a game. I'm playing this game from 1998. It's called a blah 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 release blah. And I go like this. Okay, Dan, have fun with it. I tell him what I'm playing. I'm playing the finals, playing with my other friend Dan and my son, because like it's like a first person shooter without a lot of gore and blood. It's very basic, you know.
Yeah.
He's allowed to play it. And Dan immediately, you can hear him clicking around, and he's like, "Did you know it's the first game to use AI? What about that?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "AI voices," and I was like, "I don't even know what you're talking about." And apparently, he has to do research to make my game worse. And it's like he's got haterade going through his veins, and he can't hold back. And he's literally telling me bad things about the game that I was enjoying. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe he doesn't want me to play it. Maybe he hates me. Maybe he hates my son. Go
Can
ahead.
I intercept? Like it's like we're on the stand in court. Like it's my turn to.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
the
your
witness
turn.
stand.
Go ahead.
First off, I searched the game on Twitter because I wanted to know what was it about.
Okay.
And the first thing that came up was an article that said
Mhm.
they use AI voices in the game.
For what though?
So
The announcers, I guess.
I don't know. I would never play it.
I don't. Do you realize it's the same idea as every sports game?
Oh, it's like start and like finish, like
No,
winner,
no,
like
no.
just
Like no, like anytime you're playing a sport game and you say like Mike Madonna, beautiful pass too, and then it
yeah.
says the other person's name, and then he's really hitting this one home. Can't believe they're pouring it on now. Like that, they didn't have the voice actor say every scenario they could think of. They just have a bunch of words. They string them together based on what's happening in the game. I think the exact same thing happens in this game.
I think it's just crazy that we did a whole episode about AI. If anyone
And we
hasn't
didn't.
listened, it's called AI will be back. Like we talked about the
Yep.
dangers. And I'm all against AI. And Nick was
Dangerous.
like, come on, man. Like it's so great. Like, look at this report I made for school. Look at this apology letter I wrote from my girlfriend. And I'm like, stop doing that, man.
I don't think I did those things, but you should check out the
but
episode.
I
Absolutely
have no
do.
problem with the I don't care. But a lot of people are freaking out about it.
Okay. Okay. Well, the people freaking out about it are the same ones who freak out about like a lady's butt in a video game if they tone it down or
If
something.
it's smaller.
Yeah, if they make it smaller, the same group of people are
Here's what
mad
I
about
say.
AI voices.
Like the 80s, I think they should just give everyone big butts.
I'm actually not against that. I'm fine with
Like,
that.
hey, Solid Snake, big butt. Hey, Mario, big butt.
I
Kirby, he
agree
is a
with you.
butt.
Yeah.
Actually, basically, just everyone in Super Smash Bros. Just give everyone a big butt.
Actually, Smash would.
Yeah. I
Yes.
mean, I just made a TikTok video about how Tommy Vercetti from Vice City has no
Has
butt.
no butt.
That's not
So
what I
that
want.
brings us back here full circle.
I
It's
want
kind of
everyone to have a
weird.
big butt.
I agree.
Just to name some games that I was playing, because you only want to talk about the one because you're obsessed with it for some
I
reason.
only got to talk about the one because you were obsessed with my game. But anyway,
I played Metroid Prime as my first
did you get
Metroid
that
game.
as a gift? Hold on.
I
Did you get
did.
it
I
as a
got it for
gift?
Christmas.
Oh,
It was
from who? Go ahead.
my GF.
Oh, geez. Here we go.
My
He's gushing about her. He won't stop talking
My
about her.
gluten free. I said GF, gluten free.
Okay. That's doesn't sound like that's what you're talking about.
I played Left 4 Dead.
Which one?
One.
So
Sorry,
gross when you cough.
this episode is going to be terrible because it's going to be a super cut of all my coughs.
It's wait, Left 4 Dead 1 is a really good game.
Yeah, and I
Who
didn't
do you
know this.
play with?
Oh well, I got it from my girlfriend for Christmas,
Who do you
and I
play
never
with?
played it. We played
You
it
have to have
together.
like 4 on a team though.
Well, the other ones are AI bots. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
AI.
there we
Now,
go.
now
Now
I'm
he's
for
using
AI.
AI. Now he loves it. AI is his favorite thing in the world now. He wants to marry AI.
Yo, AI for president. Yeah, it's really fun. And little did I know afterwards, because I'm a psycho and I have to look up every game I play. I looked up the Wikipedia and it was like widely considered one of the greatest games of all time. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, me and other
that
Dan
true?
played that one all the way through. We got all the accomplishments except for one.
I mean, it's
trophy.
fun as fuck. I just didn't know it was like that groundbreaking.
Oh, it's so good. It's very good.
I played Goat Simulator 3. I know I'm
The
like
witch noise. I know.
Oh yeah, the witch noise. That's right.
I know. I love it. I used to make
Goat Simulator 3. Gotham Knights. Everyone was shitting on Gotham Knights. That Batman game is fucking ruled. I don't know what the hell was wrong with everyone.
Who was shitting on it? I always wondered when
The
you
internet.
say every. So The internet's weird though. It could
Yeah, but
couldn't it just
even in
be
the
a
Xbox,
small
even in
group
the
that's
Xbox
loud? I
store,
don't know.
it was like 1-star reviews, and I'm like, why?
Oof, that's weird.
But I loved it, of course, because I don't like things that are popular.
Of course.
I mean, look, I only
You
like when
like
I
our
get
podcast? Yeah.
yeah, I hate our podcast because it's starting to get popular.
Oh, is that what?
Can
Okay.
we talk about that? Our last
Oh,
episode
go ahead.
was a throwaway episode. It was 10 minutes long, and in it within a day, probably within 12 hours, it was our most played episode of all time.
I hope
This
that
one's gonna
everyone
bomb.
thinks everyone thinks that's what our episodes are. Just a
Just,
compilation of music
just a
and stuff.
compilation of music. I'm okay with that.
But they're gonna realize right away it's not.
Yeah, I hope so. And then they just show up to this episode and they're like, "Why is that guy's hair all greasy?"
Is it pushback or slick back?
It's slick back.
Okay, good. I was making sure.
I make my own grease. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Anything else you want to talk? Anything
Yeah,
else you want to talk about before we go on our first break?
I do. I want to talk about everything. There's so many things I want to talk about.
There's actually what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Let's go to break.
I mean, I want to talk about this guy from the Mummers that was racist.
Which one?
That's true. So we live in Philadelphia, right?
Okay.
We have these dudes that dress around on New Year's Day. It's called the Mummers. They're like a group of social clubs. They dress up in crazy outfits. Well, apparently, I didn't remember this, but 3 years ago, some guy just showed up in blackface.
Yeah, that sounds about
And,
right. In protest of not being able to show up in blackface.
Yeah, he was saying, "No, I can do it. This is in honor of my friend. My friend did it. I know black people." This was like the actual interview with him, and I'm like, and I showed my girlfriend. I'm like, I can't explain this. It was the best thing ever, though.
No, it wasn't. It was
because it fully like
well,
shows
I think he fully
terrible. Yeah,
it.
like, that's why it was funny.
Oh, and
because
not
he
to
found
say,
no
do
problem
we
with
think
it.
he was probably Italian or Polish of some sort?
Of course he was.
Yeah, I think he
The
was.
city's full of Goombas that are like, that's what all Mummers is. Hey, if you're from Philly and you love the Mummers, the funniest thing about the Mummers is they're all inclusive and they wear crazy like feminine outfits and makeup. They're probably the most racist and homophobic people you know in your entire life.
Probably.
But they're like, it's a tradition. Yeah. I don't know any black Mummers. I don't know any female Mummers. Like,
I'm sure there are a few.
No, but I'm saying we watched the parade.
Did you?
There is none. I'm letting people know that the Mummers are the most insane Philadelphia establishment that somehow is still around.
I don't know. Listen, I don't get it. Although
one of our friends is related to Mummers. F. ...
What?
His family are Mummers.
Why?
Maybe he's racist.
Sound like their type of thing.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe F ... is secretly a Mummer. What would his Mummer? What would his Mummer outfit be? A bunch of urinal cakes.
Bunch of urinal cakes. Yeah. I mean, that's his job at a production company he works for. He throws urinal cakes.
It's not. I was just thinking an elaborate like urinal cake,
like just outfit. Like taped to his body. He wears a trash bag,
like a big thing, and they're all around
and the whole theme is like he dances around, and like you know how they play music. Well, it's just like a recording of pissing.
Hey, here it is.
Yeah, there it is.
So good.
So we're gonna go on our first break. We didn't really talk about anything that like people probably thought.
The 80s and video games from the 80s.
That's true. We talked. Yeah. So go play the video games we talked about. Don't play the finals. Won't be right back to talk about 80s inspired games.
So welcome back to the greatest show ever. I want to talk about how the 80s, the 70s, and the 90s are all like the same thing.
Is it because you're wearing a 70s shirt?
I knew you were going to say that. I knew. Well, look, not all of us are making all this money from the podcast. By the way, Dan is in charge of all the metrics and all the money that comes into the podcast. So if anyone gets any of the money from the podcast, it's just him. Do you know how much he's given me for this podcast? Guess, guys.
Zilch. Yep. We have a, you know, it's like the 80s. It's like the way they used to like kind of do that in the 80s. So I'm kind of just making.
So he probably buys blazers, white blazers and stuff like for fun. This is just stuff I have because I'm a man of poor means, and you know I'm very meager and humble. So what I was getting at is that this shirt would have been representative of the late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
There's no cutoff for the 80s. It's not like 1979 at midnight on New Year's Eve. They all said, wow, crazy colors are out. Let's get out our Synthwave and do neon tube lights everywhere. Okay. They didn't do that. Stuff carried over. Like if you designed a restaurant to look like a 70s restaurant in the 70s,
it just went into the 80s.
It went into like the mid 80s. I mean, at some point in the late 80s.
Yeah, there's no way they changed it right away in like 83. They were like, oh shit.
No, because there was
Yeah.
no, they weren't like, it's the 80s, hurry up, change it. So,
Yeah.
so a lot of the stuff carries over. And that's why I wanted to ask you personally, because we grew up in the 80s, docs,
Mhm.
docs, docs. Uh, I feel like it was the way, like the 80s. How would you describe the 80s? What you're wearing?
Like just
Cocaine?
dirtier
Cocaine?
from my perspective.
No, but like if someone's saying to you, what are the
I
80s?
would say excess and sheen. Like everything had a sheen to it.
Okay, yeah, greasy hair.
Yeah. And even like art was different, like
Okay.
simplistic, and like yeah, it was like excess cocaine, like pop culture.
Okay.
You
So
know.
that's how the 80s is looked at. And I'm not against that or anything, but like growing up in the 80s, I didn't remember that like that. Like we were just saying from
Yeah,
our
no way.
perspective, because we were little kids, I guess.
Yeah. And I don't,
So
we
like,
didn't, I mean, we had parents because we didn't know, so we didn't know anybody that had like the free flowing lifestyle of like drugs and sex.
oh dude, that actually would have been cool if we had one friend whose parents like had one of those big what is that, like the conversation room? You know what I'm talking about? Where like mob bosses and stuff would have these
Oh,
conversations in
yeah,
there, and it's
yeah.
like a big round cushion, and there'd be
I
like a
mean, and I
drug
don't know,
table in the
maybe,
middle.
maybe both my parents were doing that in the 80s.
I don't know, maybe they were.
If anything, I feel like Miami Vice, like my parents saw the show, got horny, and had me.
And that you could be the product of someone wearing a white blazer.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's
And
kind of gross.
I came out of my mom's womb and I already had the blazer on.
And she wanted to return. Yeah.
And she's like, shove it back in. And they're like, oh, you just mean the blazer? And she's like, no, I
No,
meant
I want
that.
to keep the
I
blazer.
meant what I actually like the blazer. You can fit it on a
Yeah.
dog.
Oh, one of your dogs could have been the first dogs to wear a blazer.
Yeah, that's true.
It's possible.
So 80s inspired video games. Everyone's tuning into this episode for
Is
it,
that
right?
what I knew we had to get to? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we should just start off with the bread and butter of it all.
Oh, the reason this one happened. Yep, I actually know
GTA,
why.
well, GTA Vice City.
Yeah, number one.
Yeah, it's the main one that I feel like people our age really get a feel for that aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
I would
my
agree with it.
opinion.
Same with the colors, everything else
Because
like
we didn't
that.
grow up in Miami Vice. Like it was already over. We were like
Yeah,
4.
well, we also, yeah, we weren't 6 years old watching Miami Vice.
Yeah.
You might have
If
been.
you've never heard of or played Vice City, why are you even listening to this podcast? It doesn't make sense because
Do you, some people still swear? So there was a joke in college. Was it San Andreas came out after Vice City?
mm,
Or vice versa.
mm, Vice City came out first.
Okay.
Is that what
Yeah.
you just said?
So yeah, I was making sure. So the running joke was they updated the game and made San Andreas, and everyone got it in college and loved it. And our one roommate said, I just like Vice City better. And we're like, why? I like the graphics better. Like it's cool. The new weapons, cool features. You can make your character fat and skinny. Like you can go eat burgers. You can call your girlfriend with a cell phone, maintain relationship status. You can work out. You can ride your
Oh
bike
yeah,
everywhere.
it's Jane and Trace. You can
I
do all
know.
that shit.
I know. So then his only response, and we would use it as a response to everything that we thought was stupid, was atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
That's what he said. So now anytime like we would tease him about something, his name is T dot dot dot.
Is
He's my
it
roommate.
Tim?
Really close, one letter off.
Holy shit.
Sounds just like Tom, Tim, Tam,
Twerk?
Tem.
Okay. Tem.
It's Tem. It's Tem. Anyway, so the running joke was anytime something was wrong, I'd be like, what's wrong? No atmosphere. I don't know.
Pretty good.
It's a good
I
joke.
mean, because that's all of GTA was. It was atmosphere and vibes.
Well, that's what that one especially. Couldn't you ride water boat? What are they
Yeah,
called?
you can
Speedboat.
literally you basically live out Miami Vice, but literally from the perspective of one of the bad guys from an episode. That's how I feel. Because Tommy
Yeah.
Vercetti's not a good guy.
No, he's not at all.
So basically, you're living out an episode of Miami Vice, but through the other perspective. I feel like you can
I
do
feel
everything
like,
that you see in that show.
and wearing those outfits, hitting people with a golf club, I feel like
Mhm.
was had a very good feel to it. And
Yeah.
then driving a speedboat were all very important to bring to the Grand Theft Auto world.
And even though radio stations were put in the
Oh
Grand Theft Auto
yeah.
before that, I feel like this just changed the game of video game music.
Yeah, because it was all like 80s music.
It was literally all real songs.
Yeah, that was
And I
actually pretty
remember
cool.
one year, because that year it came out, they were selling individual CDs, like albums of each radio station. My brother bought me the soft rock one.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It
I
was
actually
called
didn't know they
what
sold
was it?
the
Emotion. I have it down. Emotion 98.3. And it had like the
Motion
DJ on it
98.
too, so he would like
Yeah,
introduce each song.
of course. That's kind of awesome. Do you know if the radio stations were always going on while the game was on?
Or if like the fact that if you turn it off and on, it just restarts.
Yeah, because I don't think that would make sense. It would stop and start too much. So I guess they were
Yeah.
always
I guess they
going
just
while
have
the
to
game was
constantly
on.
play it in the background.
Well, like even if they're off, it's still playing.
I don't know. I was replaying it because I just told you I had it on my PS4 because they
There it
re-released
is.
it. They re-released it like 5 or 6 years ago, and I've
They
never deleted
re-release it
it.
every 5 or 6 years.
Well, the newer one they just remade it completely. But I replayed it and I thought I played it literally like last year or like 6 months ago.
Oh,
And I saw the latest save date and it was on my birthday 3 years ago. And I was
jeez.
like, oh my God, what happened to the fucking time?
Time flies when you're
But if
not.
anyone's curious, my birthday is January 18th. Want to get me anything?
Oh, geez. There's the plug.
There's plugging your own birthday.
Plugging your own birthday. Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, it was really cool because I jumped back into it. And the only complaint I have about Vice City is it's way emptier than I thought, than I remembered it being. Because obviously in 2002, when you're playing this game, you're like, oh my God, there's so many people walking around.
Yeah.
There's so many cars. When I'm putting it in now, obviously I've played like GTA 5,
Yeah.
I've played like other games. There's like 4 people per block.
Yeah. I was gonna say it did feel empty in my
Yeah,
brain. It just had cool
and
color
the other
buildings and stuff.
complaint is the cops are way more aggressive than I remember.
Are they? Oh,
Because I like backed into somebody and immediately a cop pulled me out of my car.
oh, and I was
They're
trying to
they're
beat you to
as
death
they're
and shoot you.
fast. They're as fast or faster than you in this.
Okay.
And I got caught like a million times.
Hmm.
So I don't know why the Miami
Maybe
or
sounds like a skill issue. I don't know. Maybe they're on cocaine.
that's probably it actually.
That's 100% it.
Yeah, so the cops are like way more aggressive than I remember. It's like truly insane. But those are the only issues I had when I was replaying it.
I can't remember much of it. I'm trying to think. Just I think the missions were kind of cool, but kind of it didn't stand out as a really good game. Just a really cool atmosphere. If I were to
I think
steal
they
someone's
added
phrase.
things that I don't think people were prepared for. Like you were able to buy property. I remember
Yeah, but what would
I
you do
did
with it?
that.
What
Yeah,
would you do
that's
with it?
it
You
would
couldn't
bring
go
in
in it,
money.
could you?
I think you can go in and it would bring you in money like
Oh,
every
okay.
other time you logged in.
Sounds exciting.
Um, but that's about it. So yeah, I mean, I replayed it. I think it's still fun as fuck. There's nothing like it.
That's fair.
And
You're
the
gonna have to get
irony
that.
is that it caught the 80s vibe all in one game. It was basically Miami Vice, but they came out with Miami Vice games also that like weren't as good as
Capturing the 80s.
Chapter in the 80s, even though it inspired Vice City, which is like
I,
so funny
I
to me.
never played any of the Miami Vice games. Are they any good at all?
So there was three. There was one that came out not
Looking it
long
up.
after the show, and it was a computer game. You can find it on YouTube. It's basically just like top down, you're driving around, and every location in it is a bar, which is kind of funny because I'm binge watching the show now, and not once do they have like shootouts and bars. But in this game, literally every place you enter is a bar and there's a shootout.
Okay,
And I'm
whatever.
like this. How is this the one thing you mess up? It's the one thing that's not in the show.
I don't know.
But yeah, I think you're just going into bars like stopping criminals. It was a really shitty computer game, but I'm sure people loved it at the time because that's what people remember about the 80s. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
and
I wish everything was like the 80s. No, you don't.
just a few things from the
Just a
80s.
few things, just the
Just a
cocaine
few.
and
And
the big
and the
butts.
colorful shirts. I like and the big
Colorful
butts and
shirts.
pink and blue everywhere.
Yeah.
Really
So
cool.
it came out on the computer, and then there was one that literally made the mistake of coming out 2 years after Vice City.
Oh, got
So
lost.
there was a PlayStation 2 Miami Vice game that came out in 2004. It didn't come out in America, so I had like a really hard time finding information about this.
When
It
did it
only
come out? What how
it
it's
came
the
out.
most American game. Like that's the other thing.
That's what like baffles my mind because I saw it existed and I couldn't even like find it to like purchase,
That's
even if
weird.
I wanted to. Like it only came out in the UK, Brazil, and Russia.
Does it feel like the 80s only happened in America too?
Maybe they thought, yeah, I think so actually.
Yeah,
I
that's
get what
how
you're
I
saying.
feel. And I'm like, I don't know, the world is ready for that. Like, on the list of 80s games, I think Yakuza takes place in the 80s, a couple of them. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
cool games and they have like cool 80s feel, but like that's I don't know. I'm not used to Japanese 80s.
yeah. But the game only came out in those countries, and it came out on the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and computer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the most generic like run and gun shooter ever. There's no music, which like if you're
Ugh,
gonna make a Miami Vice game,
80s.
the only
Just
thing
do
to
80s
give it
music.
vibes is give it 80s music. There's
Yeah.
one song that plays throughout the whole game.
Ugh.
You go to like three different levels. You go to like a warehouse and then like a dock and a drug dealer's house. It's like the whole game, and you just go to three different places.
Yeah.
And I'm
Well,
like, why would you even attempt to make a Miami Vice game after Vice City?
yeah, I have no idea. That's well,
Like,
maybe well, no, because that's what happens. A lot of people try and do the
try to
ride the
capitalize.
coattails. Right. But and they make like a worse version of the game, but that's
Yeah.
just Yeah, well, you got
Yeah,
lost
it's
in the
crazy. You
sauce.
can find it on
Sorry there.
YouTube. It's like crazy. The graphics are like whatever. It's PlayStation 2. But the fact that it's so bare bones and they try to be like, oh, it's Miami Vice. And you're like, well, I have Vice City at home. I'm okay. Like, I don't need
I'm
any of
okay.
this.
We're good. We get a
And
better
then there
version.
was a third Miami Vice game from
I
2006.
saw that. That's weird looking. I'm looking at that right now. This one,
So that's for the PSP.
this is a
And
third person shooter.
that was based off the movie. Do you remember that movie?
Oh, no, I don't know.
I didn't think you did. That's what my look is kind of from because Colin Farrell's in it. He has like slick back hair and he has like a big
Oh,
handlebar mustache.
Crockett or Tubbs.
And it's Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell, and it has that song, that Jay-Z and Linkin Park song in it.
Oh,
Remember
that is
that?
crazy.
Or they did that mashup.
Yeah, that's actually nuts. I didn't know that that was based on this, and
Yeah.
this
So
existed.
yeah, so they basically just made like a nitty gritty
Why
version of
the
it.
why the PSP? Like, is that what people were clamoring for in 2006?
Was the PSP like huge in 2006?
I don't think so.
I actually
think it
don't
was like
remember.
I think it was on its way down by then.
But that includes everything that the real Miami Vice game should have been, but is not as good as the Vice City, obviously.
Right.
Because it takes place in modern day. But you can pay druggies, like you can give them weed to give you information. You can change your costumes. Like you can kind of do all this kind of shit just for a PSP game. I actually thought that was pretty awesome.
Hidden cokehead mode can be activated by pressing the triangle button,
Yeah.
which allows the player to move and fire at twice the speed.
I think there's a plot and like cutscenes that have nothing to do with the movie.
Okay.
So it's like I don't even know why you would make a game based off a movie if you're not using the plot.
Whatever, dude. Let them live. Are you angry at them?
No, not really.
You sound angry.
Yeah, so there was 3 Miami Vice games, and that was it.
I'm looking at. I had a bunch of other '80s games that came out, like that, Yakuza and all that, and those are good games. I feel like there's like 10 of those. Like you could do a whole episode on that.
Well,
let's mark that down. Good.
Well,
mark it down.
We'll pin that. What about Hotline Miami?
That was next on my list actually, and
that's the other one.
Is just funny enough. If you let me talk earlier about games I was getting back into, because you love to cut me off, Hotline Miami is one of them. I guess it became available on PlayStation Plus.
Yes, it did.
Okay. Anyway, I downloaded them and my son was there and he's like, "What's this? It looks so old." And I was like, "Well, let me show you, buddy." And then I was having so much trouble because it's one of the harder games I've ever played.
Yeah. I just replayed it and it took me like 50 tries to just do the first level.
I got to like the 5th level or so, and there's one ability and a dude who runs around with a chainsaw and a dude who follows him with a gun. Oh my god, it's so much fun. But the problem is my son wanted to play and I was like, I'm gonna let him play because it's so top down and like cartoony, but also a little bit too violent, but also I don't know, let's see what happens.
Like it's just cartoony enough where it's not realistic.
It's not realistic, but it's way over the top. Like as he's playing, I'm like, he's not going to get far enough to do any damage. And he's like slitting someone's throat. And I was like, nah, it's like really pixelated. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then he did the chainsaw level and there was a dude on the ground and you can kill someone who's on the ground by pressing the button. And he just like dug the chainsaw through his guts. And I was like, this is not appropriate. And I was like, well, and I was like, good job. Good kill, buddy. Buddy, come on. So it's like this funny thing, a tug and pull where I have to be like, nice kill, reload, get in the next room. And also, don't do that. Darn it. Shucks.
Don't do that. But when you do, great job.
Do it faster. Good job. Anyway.
Do it faster and hurry up before your mom comes home.
That whole vibe is pretty awesome.
Yeah. I think did you introduce me? No, it's 89.
Oh, is that what it
so I wasn't sure because it just falls in the cusp of 80s culture ending.
And we talked about how at midnight of 89, everything changed.
Literally everything changed.
Time. Good thing.
I actually think Miami Vice was still on the air in 89. So we're still there.
It probably was. Yeah. That makes sense.
I think you introduced me to Hotline Miami.
I remember it from its trailer and the song, something at Valley, something, I forget what it's called, but anyway, by Carpenter Brute, but it's
so if anyone doesn't remember, Nick was just saying it's a top-down game, really violent, takes place in 89. You play a guy that just gets mysterious voicemails, and these people tell him to kill members of the Russian mafia.
And you just run around and top down, and they're all wearing white blazers, white pants, and these light blue shirts. Not all of them, but yeah.
And you're wearing different masks because the people that tell you to kill these Russian members are like cryptic figures in like animal masks. And that's the iconic look from Hotline Miami. It's like a rooster mask, it's a pig mask, a horse mask.
And everyone's covered in blood, of course.
So I remember you telling me about it, and then me being obsessed with it, obsessed with the soundtrack, because the
Oh, the
soundtrack is very
soundtrack's
like
so awesome. Yeah.
was like synthwave and like retro wave
Used to
inspired
make
too.
Snapchats with that. Crazy ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the
So
day.
for me, I actually feel like Hotline Miami is like a landmark in gaming, like the way people see like The Last of Us and like Metal Gear Solid.
Okay. And it's
I
funny
like,
because it's graphically not up to date. It's like
yeah, but
way
I just think
dated.
like I've never seen anything like that since
Yeah,
or
I would agree.
before. I've never seen like such a fucking like weird, cryptic, like, but also like cocaine induced
Yeah,
game.
the game's cocaine induced because it's
Like that,
frantic, it's
yeah,
fast
you have
paced,
to
it's
be on drugs
wild.
to beat it.
Yeah, you do.
So there was two Hotline Miamis. I actually remember the first one was like pretty like straightforward. But the second one was like more vast. Like the plot was crazier. You went
Yeah,
in like
I couldn't follow the plot of the second one
I
at
remember you
all.
went to
Not even a
Vietnam
little
at
bit.
one level.
Yeah, I actually just beat that level in the second one for with my son
But
and
yeah,
everything.
Hotline Miami. I think both of them. Obviously, the first one's like better, but you can probably get both for cheap. But Hotline Miami, if you've never, I still have a Hotline
So
Miami
good.
song in my phone from like over
Do
10
you?
years ago.
That's
It's
kind of
from
awesome.
if anyone looks it up, it's called I
Scattle.
think it's Scattle. So the band is
There's a
called
Scattle
Scattle,
song. Yeah,
and
yeah.
the song is called Knock Knock.
Okay.
And
I
for
don't
me, it's
remember
like the
which one that is,
iconic
but
song for this game where you're like sneaking in these places and throwing like fucking bats at people's heads.
yeah, the music is what really makes it. The
Yeah.
music with the violence combination, and I think I sweat when I play that game. The new Dooms, Hotline Miami, maybe a couple others.
Yeah.
It's because I'm so angry and so focused and so angry.
But
If a video game
the
makes me
song,
angry,
but
I
the
love it.
music like helps in a way. It like calms you.
Well, it makes me feel like I'm part of the angry
Yeah, yeah.
scene.
And you have no clue what the plot is because, like you said, you don't know why you're killing these Russian members.
No, no idea. I'm just gonna kill
Yeah.
everyone in the room.
So those are the main games that I thought like fully that I could stretch out information for and fully like took like the new wave inspired like 80s look. Like all the Miami Vice games, Vice City and Hotline Miami. I feel like those are like the chunk
They
that
are
did all that the
say
quintessential. Yeah, did
quintessential.
all
There
that
you go.
heavy
You wanted to say
lifting.
quintessential. There you go. You got to say it.
So do you want to go on a break and we'll talk about some other ones?
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. Oh my god. Let's go on
Maybe
a cough break.
maybe I'll stop coughing.
Do you
Who
have a
knows?
halls?
I took one earlier. I'm not going
Get
to take
another
one during the podcast, dude. That would be inappropriate.
Why? Because I could hear it clicking against your teeth.
Yeah, because then you would Photoshop something else in my mouth.
I would never do that because I don't. I have photoshopped something to you yesterday.
Yeah, and then you also
So
take
good.
pictures of me and my girlfriend, and you mush our
No,
faces.
whoa. We'll be back.
I just can't take it. We'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. To end this episode, we're just going to talk about some other games that have like that synthwave, like retro wave feel.
Okay. You sure
do
you
you have
don't
it?
want to mention anything you received in a text message from me that had a picture in the corner and you thought you had me, and it turns out you didn't have me? It took a
I
lot
don't
of
want to
me.
talk about it.
Oh, well, I'll mention it.
Okay.
So I make Photoshops all the time, and I only use one of two apps: Cut Paste Photo. What's the other one? I steal iFunny pictures, of course.
Yeah.
Everyone in the stupid Discord sees that.
Everyone knows what iFunny is.
iFunny, cut paste photo in the bottom right, and there's another one. But either way, it's all watermarked in the bottom right if you happen to use it. So of course, anytime I send him something, it's like personally offensive to him or an attack on him or someone he knows or loves, which is just, that's what you do with friends. And I know he always sends it back with the picture of the little watermark.
Like with the watermark, basically telling Nick how embarrassing this is.
Yeah, how embarrassing. So I got a little ahead of him this time. I made a little thing. It was the book meme where someone's reading a book to a bunch of girls at a college party, and they all turn, and the entire room of attractive females looks at the person with the book and is giving the most disgusted look in the world. Like,
yeah,
really? You fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
disgust. And on the name of the book, I wrote texts from Dan, I believe. Was that one said?
Yeah.
Like if you were to receive a text from Dan, it's disgusting. No one
I
wants
mean,
to see it.
to be honest, it usually is my girlfriend's face when I do send her texts.
Yeah.
So
see, makes sense. So, and in the bottom right corner, I did another Photoshop job where I Photoshopped his face onto the copy paste photo face that appears
on the watermark.
Right, watermark.
Now, listen,
So.
First off, if anyone's listening to this episode and they just start this part of the episode and they're like, "What? Wait a minute, they're photoshopping a Photoshop."
Yeah,
or they're photoshopping
correct.
a watermark. Who would do that?
So worth it.
No sane person.
Worth it. Yeah,
I mean,
I knew you were gonna.
It was totally worth it for me.
I knew he was gonna look for it.
I
Anyway,
zoomed in immediately and I
saw
was
his own
dead. I
face.
saw my own face. It was like I was
Oh,
looking in a mirror.
so good. So good. I didn't even want him. I didn't care about the picture at that point. I just needed him to see the watermark, and he did. So
Yeah, it was perfect. It was the best joke you ever done.
yeah, so far, and that's maybe it'll propel me to more work towards promoting the podcast than I already do. I already
Yeah,
do the majority of it.
you
We all
do
know.
everything.
I know.
So we're gonna just mention a few other inspired, like synthwave inspired games I have. If anyone remembers Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, that was like a Far Cry 3 like standalone expansion.
Yeah.
But basically they just took the Far Cry 3 game and dressed up in synthwave.
Yeah, I kind of
And they had
recall it. I never played it, but yes.
Yeah, and they basically just made it like the plot of like an action 80s sci-fi movie. And there was like dinosaurs, there was all that stuff. So basically, like it was just a fun like synthwave version of Far Cry.
That's kind of cool.
You'd never played that, which is kind of crazy.
No, it does. I remember when it came out, it would be like my kind of game, but no, I never got around to playing it.
There's newer games. There's one called Katana Zero. I think I played that. It's like an indie game. It has like a synthwave, like retro wave feel, like kind of like a retro-y look.
What's that one called? Katana something?
Katana Zero. There's that famous
Oh yeah.
That famous racing game Outrun. Do you remember Outrun?
Yeah, I do, but
that was like for the Sega Genesis, but 80s. I feel like it. Oh yeah, I think it was made in the 80s, but it had that vibe of like a Miami Vice just driving on the beach, like that kind of shit. What else do I have? Retro City Rampage, if anyone's ever played that. It's like an homage to like retro stuff. It's a top-down game. And the last one I have is Shenmue.
Yeah, Shenmue takes place.
I have Shenmue because
very 80s.
1986.
Shenmue comes up all the time. Best game ever. Shenmue
we talk about Shenmue, but like I don't like it.
Maybe you love it. You have no idea.
It's like you talking about like blackface, and I'm like, Nick, stop bringing it
up.
Not.
Nope, that's not
like
it.
We can't. The algorithm's going to cut this episode.
Oh, there's another one. Did Play Dead Studios Inside take place in the 80s? I don't think it did.
Could have been though. I think that actually that game would have benefited if it became an 80s inspired game.
Remember in your instructions, or games could benefit from this. I knew right then that we weren't going to do it.
They weren't going to do Inside?
No, that we weren't going to do games that benefited from 80s style synth wave.
Well, I couldn't think of anything. Like I had that down when I gave you notes, but I couldn't think of any game that would benefit from it. Because it actually goes to show you how great Vice City was, because I feel like the only games I can think of would be like third person games, and they couldn't capture that.
You can't just put an 80s wave over something like, hey, I want to play 80s version of Skyrim. No, that wouldn't work. However, how about
Bethesda? I think I got an idea for you.
How about Severed Steel? Do you know what that game is?
Severed Steel, no.
It looks 80s, and it's been on my wish list for a while.
But is it like newer?
Yeah, it just came out recently, but I think it's supposed to have the 80s synthwave colors, dreamwave feel, and you fly around and cut people's arms off and stuff.
That's actually my favorite kind of YouTube video to put on. You know how people put on like lo-fi?
Oh yeah, chill wave. Lo-fi, chill wave.
So I put on like retro wave.
The Simpsons ones.
The Simpsons one.
Oh, dude, there's a ton that are just
I don't listen to chill wave. I search retro wave, and it's all synth wave, like cars driving with synthwave with like retro wave music.
There's a ton of those type videos with like the Simpsons for some reason.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It's like a thing.
Is it like Marge taking like 4 dicks and stuff?
No, it's not a porno, dude.
You've been on like porno sites before.
Oh, I know exactly what you're referencing with. Yeah, or what's his name? Their neighbor, Heidely Ho neighbor. He's always
like
got a
Flanders,
big
like ramming.
Yeah, Flanders has a big wiener. And
if anyone's ever visited a porno site in the last like 10 years, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
What we're talking about.
You're searching for whatever you're searching for, and on the side, there's Marge Simpson
Flanders
just taking Flanders' dick.
And Flanders is jacked, and he's big.
Yeah, so don't lie to me if you've ever been on a porn site and you've never seen that.
I hope I wish there were live comments and they were like, it's because that's what you search for and stuff like that. It's because of your history. And you'd be like, no, it's not. It's everyone.
No, I think it is everybody.
It is. I'm pretty sure it's just randomized shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You got any other games?
Yeah, I did. Only a couple. Is RoboCop Rogue City 80s?
I mean, it takes place in the 80s.
Oh, that's awesome. I really want that game too. So now I'm adding it to my Steam cart, and I'm going to just hope it buys itself because I'm not spending money.
It's like $70, right?
It's like 50. Okay, relax. Wait, Alex Murphy edition? $10 more?
What does that mean? Well, that's his name.
I know, but what does that mean?
Yeah. So I guess you're just a cop. You're not Robo anymore if you're just Alex Murphy.
And shout out to anyone who loves the game Devil's Attorney, which was released in 2012, but it's about an attorney. What was his name? Defense attorney Max McMahon.
Okay.
And he has to get all his clients off. And he doesn't care if they're actually guilty or not. He just wants to
But
win
it takes
the
place in
case.
the 80s.
Oh, yeah. And it's called Devil's
Oh,
Attorney. Yeah.
Look at that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Little thing you didn't know. And then last but not least, this is the one that everyone's played, Alf, the First Adventure. So
that was released in the 80s. And
That's
technically
correct.
it takes place in the 80s.
Correct. Any game released in the 80s technically could have
So
been an 80s game.
you pretty much nailed it on that last one.
An 80s released game that was based on the
I told this story on the podcast ages ago, but I used to get bullied in high school because of my nose. When I was a freshman, some senior used to call me Alf. And he used to throw sandwiches at me during lunch.
Oh my God, dude, you got sandwich thrown at?
One time I threw it back. He stopped doing it.
Wow, you stood up to your bully, dude.
Yeah. This is not, I'm not even making this up. So if you look like
he stood up to his bully. This is like the 80s.
If you look like Alf, don't let people throw sandwiches at you.
Okay.
Put it on a shirt.
Put it on a mug.
Put it on a fucking mug. No, your favorite mug. So guys, Nick has a mug idea that I keep telling him like isn't going to sell.
That's not.
He even like photoshopped a picture of him holding that mug just to get people to give attention. It's a mug that says "The Geek Stops Here," and it's just in big like retro letters like on the front. And I'm like, Nick, like that's not funny. Like, who's the geek? What does that even mean? And you're like,
it stops here.
Yeah, like it stops here. Like you're not a real geek. You don't get it. And I'm like, all right, whatever, man. So that's all I got.
The geek stops here.
But if we make it and we sell some, obviously it was my idea.
Okay, it's someone's idea. We'll come back to this conversation probably.
So that's pretty much all I got for 80s inspired games. I mean, there's literally a million. If you search Steam, if you search a PlayStation store, Xbox store, if you search there's Retrowave or Neon Wave,
80s,
Synthwave.
80s levels that show up and stuff like that. It's just I find those colors and that aesthetic actually pleasing.
I find it very pleasing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not because I was born in the 80s. I don't think. I think I would just like it anyway. I think it's just.
But it's just like I feel like it's very calming to me.
Yeah, I can see that with the laser colored neon lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me see if there's anything else I didn't hit on.
Cocaine.
I mean, we're about to do. Can we say that on the podcast? We're about to do drugs after this.
Yeah, both of us separately, and we're both going to do our drugs in our own houses, and then be on Zoom and be like, "Okay, I gotta go.
All right, I gotta go."
Then we're gonna go and do something else. No one knows. Clean our house.
Yeah, see. I mean, and I got a big nose, so I can get a lot of stuff up there. You wouldn't even know.
Cocaine up there.
I could throw everything up there. Yeah,
he could throw. It's like Alf over here. I throw a sandwich at him, but I know he throws.
You know,
back.
I would throw back.
I know you would.
So that's it for our 80s inspired new wave, synthwave, retro wave episode. We hope you had sunglasses. We hope you had a blazer. We hope you had a colorful shirt.
Are there words for cool that we're missing? I hope you had a rad time.
Rad, bodacious. Is that new wave?
Sure. I don't know.
Fly, move. Is that not?
I don't know.
I say we hope you had a retro-tastic.
I hope you had a retro-tastic time.
Yeah. First episode of the new year. We hope it bombs because we know it's gonna.
We hope no one gets retro diarrhea. We hope. Yeah. We hope everyone doesn't care that my outfit was from the 70s. Dan's outfit was brand new.
I hope nobody cares that.
Money
I hope nobody cares that if I keep them in, there's a bunch of coughs in this episode. But if I take them out, there's just spots of me almost coughing. Yeah. Can you imagine the rest of the episode, like just the start of coughs?
Yeah, and then
it's just you talking. So thanks for tuning in to our first episode. We're really excited to go into 2024.
That's awesome.
40th anniversary of Miami Vice. Go watch it. It's on Tubi.
Go watch it. It's on Tubi, guys.
So we'll see you MFers later.
Doing drugs.
Oh my God,
folks.
So I'm gonna do a test to see if you're racist.
I got a kid. I got a dog. You don't have any of those things.
Someone dies because of something, that means they're allergic.
Why? Once an episode about me.
When people are having sex, I don't have sex. I'm like, I don't do what people are doing.
This is the second thing I own that's bit by a dog.
It's disgusting. Maybe you're into dogs. I don't know.
I think you're using the term wrong, and you never said allergic. So
he always gets nervous when he's on camera.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm on camera with your mom.